guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be showing you how to recreate, I keep saying recreate. I'll be showing you how to create this matte look. It's completely matte from eyeshadow to skin to lips. For me, I think this look is super simple. It's very wearable, especially for daytime. But I'm going to be transitioning this same look into a nighttime look, but you'll have to stay tuned for the next video on that. So for now, I'm going to take you into the video to show you how I got this matte eyeshadow look, matte skin, and matte lips. So keep on watching. We're going to get started by priming our eyes, and the primer that I always use is Urban Decay Primer Potion in the shade Original. I'm just going to apply that right on the lids. I already did my brows off camera, and I also apply these on my brows. Apply primer on my brows before I do them, just to give something to hold on, give the product something to grip to. I'm gonna go in with my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this is in the shade Tiramisu. Normally I use LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Creamy Beige, but I ran out. So we're just gonna use this. This concealer I don't use under the eyes or even on my clients because it's super drying, which I think is best for the eyelids if you have oily lids like me. So I'm gonna pick that up on a flat brush because I'm gonna first use that to carve out under the eyebrows, and then I'm gonna drag the product down. I like to use a more natural shade that's closest to the skin tone when carving out the brows because I don't want a halo effect. And I do bring it all the way in here, and it just helps cancel out any color. I'm gonna switch over to a bigger brush, and this one is by Wayne Goss. And I wish I could tell you what number it is, but Harley done chewed it all up. So anyway, it's this brush. I use this brush mainly for contouring. That's why it's brown, but I did my makeup earlier today too. But anyway, I'm just gonna use that to pack it on the lids, and I'm just pushing that in. Doing this helps cancel out any color on the eyes. Gives us a complete and even canvas to work with. I'm using a little bit of translucent powder, RCMA, on a fluffy brush. Now I'm just setting lightly, because if it's still wet, then the product will stick, the eyeshadow will stick really quick, and it'll be harder to blend out. So for the first look, I'm going in with my Tarte Amazonian Clay matte palette, and I'm going to use the shade Free Spirit and a little bit of, what is this called? Supermom. We're gonna go in with a bigger blending brush, Wayne Goss number 3 brush. And I'm gonna go in with the shade Natural Beauty first. This one right here, Natural Beauty. And then I'll deepen it up a little bit with this shade right here. I'm going to switch over to a more tapered brush, and this is the Wayne Goss brush number 4, so it's more tapered. Shade right here, which is Bombshell. So Best Friend and Bombshell. We're going to mix these two shades. I'm going to use, I see where my crease is naturally because my deep set eyes, but if you don't have deep set eyes, then the tips of this brush really will do all the work for you. So just put it right in the socket and then start to blend up. If you have hooded eyes, you definitely want to fake a crease by going slightly above that. So I just got this new Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer right in the center, right in the inner tear duct of the eye. Okay, the inner third, I should say. And I'm just gonna follow that natural line. We're not trying to be too precise with it, like I said. So I'm just literally gonna take this brush and boom, carve it out just like that. And now I'm just gonna bring the rest of the product onto the lids. Okay, so then with the other end of the brush, I'm just gonna buff all this in. I'm gonna go in with the shade Caregiver, this light pink shade right here. And I'm picking that up on a brush number 6, again from the Wayne Goss brush collection. Just a flat shader brush. Really, really packs on the color. And I'm gonna set all of this area. I'm gonna go in with some eyeliner, and I'm just gonna lightly, very thinly, try to thinly line the upper lash line, and I'm not gonna extend it out. I'm just gonna keep a thin line straight across. And now we're gonna curl the lashes, apply some mascara, apply some falsies. So for the falsies that I'm going to be using, they're by Cammy Nguyen, and these are the 2 styles. They are stackables. So I did stack this, I used this one as a base, and then I stacked this one on top. So I usually like to sit the middle first, like that. Then I'll do the beginning. And then I'll go in and push in. Sometimes I do have to hold them at the same time. All right, once they're on, we're gonna go back in with eyeliner again, and we're just going to make that line straight. I'm gonna go in and color correct under the eyes using my LA Girl Pro Concealer Orange Corrector. I'm going in and using a color that is similar to my skin tone. So for me, color under the eye makeup, it consists of 3 steps. First, we color correct, then we conceal, which is what I'm doing now, and then it's optional if you want to brighten. So I'm just using a latex free sponge. Yes, I know it's dirty. I did my makeup earlier, like I said. But we're using this sponge and we're just pushing that into the skin. For foundation, and the foundation that I've been loving for my oily skin type is the Urban Decay Stay Naked. All right, now we're going to brighten under the eyes, but I'm gonna use, again, my Maybelline Fit Me Concealers. This one is the shade 15, so it's a lot lighter than my skin. And I'm just gonna apply a little bit there, right in that hollow that I mentioned before. And I'm actually gonna let it sit there. Letting it sit there allows the product to get thicker so that it gives it more full coverage when you blend it out. So I'm gonna also take that down the bridge of my nose and a little bit on the forehead. I do want that center of the forehead to be a little bit lighter. And a little bit above my mouth because my upper lip is a lot smaller than my lower lip, and I like to emphasize that area when I overline my lips. So while that's sitting, I'm gonna go in with my YSL foundation stick. And this is what I use to contour with. So I'm gonna go back in with the brush that I mentioned in the beginning, my Wayne Goss brush. And I'm just gonna pick some up on the tips of the brush, dab some off on the back of my hand, and then work off of that. Connecting that into the temples. Do the jawline as well, and on the jawline is the only area that I would really go back and forth with. We want to create a shadow under there, so and I don't want too much makeup here anyway. Now the last thing I'm gonna do is the nose. A little shadow there. I'm now ready to blend out the highlighted areas, the brightened areas. So I'm just using the back end of the sponge again. And I'm just pushing it in, and I want to be precise with it. So I'm keeping the majority of the product there. I'm gonna go back in with my RCMA loose translucent powder. And before, I don't really like to bake, but I am going to really set. There's a difference. So before I do that, I need to make sure that all the creases are blended away. Once that's crease free, I'm gonna go in with this brush. This is brush number 2. Just gonna push all this powder into the skin. With a bigger powder brush, and then just set the rest of the face. And I'm going to lightly press this powder into the skin, under the eyes. This is adding to the brightness and to make sure that this area does not crease. Now, the cheekbones. So I'm going to be using my Rob Glow, my Faces by Rob Cosmetics Glow Book. We're going to go in with Shy. Just placing that on the apples of the cheek. Ooh, this brush has a little bit of highlight on it. I'm going to go in with my NYX Wonder Pencil in the shade Light Clair. And I'm going to line the waterline. I'm going to be using a smaller detailed brush. It's very small, very fine. This is from Wayne Goss, brush number 8. And I'm going to be using the shade Best Friend and a tad bit of Bombshell. So those 2 shades. I'm going to go in with a pencil brush. This is Wayne Goss brush number 5. And I'm going to pick up this shade Natural Beauty. Mascara to finish off the eyes. Okay, so for lipstick, I went in with my Faces by Rob Cosmetics lip liner, and I'm gonna overline the lips first. And for the lipstick shade, I mixed 2. I mixed Jafra. This shade by Jafra is called Candy Kiss. And I mixed a little bit of Loreal Infallible liquid lipstick in the shade Petal Potion. One of the things that I've been really loving and doing lately is lightening up the entire lip color, or sometimes just the center, to give it a more pout. In this case, I'm going to lighten the entire lip with Maybelline concealer in that shade 15. So that's the finished look. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to take this into the next video by amping up the look. So if you guys want to see how I take this daytime natural look into a nighttime look with smokiness and glowy skin, then make sure you're subscribed to my channel and hit the notification button to be notified once that video is live. And until next time, thank you guys so much for watching.